G'day team, Petey checking in with another unboxing. This time let's have a bit of a look. So this delivery's come from the guys at Mini Disc here in Australia. I recommend go and see Wing or have a chat to him. He's an absolute guru. I'm definitely not an audiophile. And then this one's coming off the bat of this failure of this DX180. So after having a bit of a chat and doing some more research, I figured that I might as well try maybe the slightly better model, because the other one's, the DX180's going back. Just with that hardware issue, which we believe, and after iBasso reaching out to us, is to do with the buttons. So what do we got? Packaging. The guys always package it very well. Plastic wrap around it. So this time we can see we've got the DX260 reference DAP. So the box looks, it's a little bit smaller to the 180. Anyway, it's got like that cool kind of harlequin-y cardboardy. So what do we got on there? Okay, let's get out and have a bit of a look. So if that slides out, pretty thick cardboard. Okay, now this lifts up. Okay, top comes off, so it's pretty thick cardboard. It's got some transit foam in there. Then we've got the actual unit, which is sitting in like a really hard packed, like transit kind of foamy, almost plasticky feeling stuff. So there's the unit with the protective sticker on it. All the stuff. So it's got a ribbon to pull up that part. That's a really thick kind of like foam. It's actually, maybe it's a hardboard with felt over it. Feels kind of like suede-y. Pull tab. So that all feels pretty good unboxing. And that's like a cardboardy plastic. Then in that you've got this lift drawer for accessories. Let's have a quick bit of a look at that. Okay, that's a little bit tougher to get out. Okay, got it. So that's a box. Then under that, that's it. Okay, so your accessories box, just a cardboard. Okay, so slide that open. So that's it for in the box. It's in like a plasticky sleeve. Undo that. So what do we got there? Warranty card. Very good. screen protectors. So you get, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 screen protectors. They're like a poly. And we get some reference tap quick start guide, which is actually back to front. This is like that now. Very good. Righto. Second sealed pouch. Stuck down pretty well. Righto, so this one actually comes with some cords. 4.4 balanced, iBasso branding. That feels like it's aluminium-y, gold plated, looks pretty good quality. Step down to that flexi rubber. You got like that nylon outer braided sheath. Same again there. I think that might pop out. Maybe, don't know. And then what do we got there? That shit, that's a really thick, good quality cable. Velcro cable management. USB-A. Normally with the blue it's a 3.0. That's really solid, really good quality. Very thick cable. USB-C. So that's excellent quality, that one. We got that. I think this is an SPDIF out. Same fit finish, and that's got that cool step down flexible sheath there. This is super fat cable. SPDIF, I don't know, RCA, whatever you call that. Very good. And then a protective cover for the unit. It's crystal. All your cutouts, that looks pretty good quality. You can't really see any kind of molding seam, which is always good. So it's, yeah, like that TPU soft stuff. Very good. Alrighty, so let's have a look at the actual unit. So it's in that tray. So that pops out nice and easy. And we've got that screen protector on it. Awesome. I'll just keep that in here. Always handy. Okay, so then we got the unit. So looks to be, yeah, identical size to the DX180. I went for the silver this time. I thought that looked pretty cool. I think that feels like aluminium. It's in like that slightly textured matte finish. You can see that groove. It's your outputs. So you can see that these ports, if you were to draw a line straight in the middle that's parallel, you can see they're offset. I know I've seen a few people mention how that's pissed them off. They got OCD. That's pretty funny. Couldn't give a shit. It's your 4.4, 3.5. They got like that gold machined finish. This looks cool. See these sharp edges there and that step down. High res sticker. Got these buttons which are a failure point of the last one. Clear key. volume knob. So you can see this is a better finish here. The other one's got this stupid shield on there. Nice graduation click. You can see the machining on that. That catches the light, looks beautiful. And you got that knurling on there. So it's quite a turn before you get the click. You can see that's cut. A fair bit of play in it. Let's hold on from side to side. Yeah, that's got. So I don't know, I wouldn't say it's the best quality. I've never really seen any other DAPs like Astral and Kern or the Fios or any of that other stuff. Hiby's generally pretty good too. You can see that it's got graduation wheel in there too. So for me, this, I would definitely regard this as a premium product. I guess audiophiles would say this is probably on the junk hand. Maybe medium, but for me this is a lot of coin. So anyway, I thought I'd go up to the better one after having issues with the previous, and I found it quite difficult to find a DAP that puts out enough power to drive something like the Hifiman HE 1000 SE. And this guy, he's got heaps of power. I think your other options were that Astel and Kern Max, but I prefer Android just with the flexibility. I stream only, I don't have much music saved locally. So Tidal streaming and then Tidal download on the device makes it very easy for me. And you can see at the top we've got the SPDIF out. So that's going to be this cable guy going in there. Good, nice, solid confirm on that. That's good. USB-C charging, and then micro SD slot. And on the back you got that removable back plate. It's in like that. Very similar colour to the DX180. It's slightly more of a blue, whereas this is slightly more of a grey. Silver definitely looks pretty premium, and so does like this milled machine, those ridges in there. You can see you got torque screws to get the back plate off. I believe you might need a suction cup once the screws are off to lift it. So you can see they are quite similar there. Thickness wise, black definitely makes it look smaller, but I don't think there's much in that. So what you'll see on this 180 has got this janky fin that's there. I don't like that. That will catch your pocket and stuff when you're putting it in and out of your pocket. So I'd say this is a newer model or release from iBasso, I believe, and this one, for the money, the specs, you know, this is the 4 gig one, that's the 4 gig one. I think this only got maybe 64 storage, whereas this has got 128. So for bang for your buck, this one here I'd say definitely wins. But from chatting to Wing and the guys, this has got 8 DAC chips. I believe this has got 4. Apparently this one puts out a little bit more power, 6 volts, something like that. Don't know. All the specs are online, but yeah, you can see them side by side, so I'm keen to give it a go. This one here I think runs Android 10 or 11, whereas this is Android 13, so newer. Guess it won't be too long before they do an update for that or bring out another bloody new model that will then keep up with this. So weight wise, this one feels a bit heavier. There's not heaps in it. They're definitely both super pocketable, super portable, which I like. And there's plenty of real estate on that screen, so that's them side by side. So the failure hardware malfunction on this was this button here, which was jammed in, which I guess I'm not super impressed about, especially for having it first day and it dies, dead on arrival pretty much. So I didn't want to chance it anymore. It is working again after manipulating these buttons. It has happened intermittently. So just to show you this one here, the actual use of it, it is, screen is bloody mint quality, super sharp, good DPI I think, but even though it's not the highest DPI on paper, I believe that due to the size of the screen that is still pretty dense, so it is very snappy, very quick. Normal Android to use it, so you can see that's the Tidal app. You can download all your stuff straight onto it. Heaps of room for me. Whereas it's probably going to be pushing it on this by the time they've got the Android operating system and Mango. That's the iBasso one. I've ordered a micro SD card for that. So for this guy here, I'm going to, you know, factory reset it, flash it, whatever, to get all my stuff off of it, and then send it back under that warranty. iBasso are pretty good to come back to me as well, which is good. But yeah, these is very snappy, very good version of Android. All settings and stuff are easy to use. Click, 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 very good. You can muck around all the stuff on this too with your settings. Everything's quick, very good. So he's hoping that, I imagine that this one here should be relatively just the same as quick. Right, I'll give it a go at firing it up. So pushing that right scroll wheel in. That's a bit embarrassing. Let's have a bit of a look. Power on off. Long press the power button. Okay. Oh yeah, no, so power volume wheel. Long press the power button on. What went on there? Then maybe it's flat. Wow. Righto, let's give it a little bit of power, see if that'll do anything. So plug that into the power. Oh! So I saw the iBasso flash up. So I'll just give you that a minute, and we can also have a look through how, so the headphone cable for the Hifiman. This is the Tripo Win brand, which I believe is Linsol. I found these really good for $100. Really nice solid braiding. You can get it in all the colours and black and stuff. To the 3.5mm for the Hifiman. So this is your 4.5, which will go straight in there. Ah, that one there's actually got a nice solid click. So if you do that on the 180, it does not do that. Ooh. And this wheel here is even jankier. So that's got a fair bit of wobble in it. So it's definitely not from the quality you see for Astral and Cone or whatever I've seen online. That's about the same as the other one. And that's just, you know, you're just giving it the slightest little bit of, and you can hear it. Yeah, so if you plug this guy into this one, the 4.5, the click is not as clicky. But still good. It does sound bloody awesome. So that's from going from this Fiio, which also sounds bloody awesome for what it is. That's about the size of your thumb. But it's not, you know, a player. This is just Bluetooth receiver. Almost like a dongle DAC. That rips. And I think this puts out a stupid high amount of power as well too. So you can go your 4.5 or 3.5. And then to keep that 4.5 cable, I also got this Mojo 2, which this thing absolutely rips as well, but it only takes the 3.5 out. So if you want to keep your same cable, get one of these adapter things. So this goes from your 3.5. This is a DD Hi-Fi one. This is bloody expensive too. I think it's about $100, and that's a right angle. I like the right angle, and so then that will then allow you to put your 4.5 cable in for the 3.5. Oh, maybe that's the one that has no real confirm. Click. No, that must be that one. DD Hi-Fi. So for the price, I think maybe that's a bit stupid. So that's that. Then if you want to muck around with some in-ear monitors, I've given these MoonDrop Blessing 3. I'm really not too sure what all the hype about these things is, because I think they sound, there's no bass to them. Yeah, they're really clear and stuff like that, but I'd say for that price, that's junk. I've had some of those KZ cheapies, $100, and they smash it. Yeah, they're not as clear or stuff, but for my sound, I really like that. I think Harman V, I'm definitely not an audiophile and I don't understand all these terms, but for these, they will easily run off the 3.5. This cable's pretty shit too for the price of those MoonDrops. So 3.5 will drive them easy. That's got a good click too. Or you can then get, you know, one of these adapters here is a 4.4 balanced. I think this is a Geek Curio cable, which then allow you to go from, you know, into your 4.5 here. Boom. And then get that straight into your MoonDrop or 3.5 connection for whatever headphones you're driving. So that works too, pretty sweet, to give it more juice. You definitely notice the difference going from 4.4 on the Hi-Fi Man to the same cable but in the 3.5. I now understand what those audiophiles talk about. Like, don't worry, this will still play those Hi-Fi Mans loud enough to be uncomfortable, but it does sound a bit sloppier when you do turn it up. So I think the higher the power, the more control it actually has over moving those planars, which makes sense. Even for me, not the most technical guy, so, you know, first exposure into this audiophile stuff, but it is a fun hobby, but it gets bloody out of control and expensive very, very quickly, and I guess you're never really happy. And it all started with that shitty Ampapa to try and change the sound of that NAD, which I thought sounded clinical, driving Q150 speakers I got for my computer. So that's had a bit of time for some power. So it's actually, what did that say? There's something on the screen. So that gets plugged in, iBasso audio. I don't know if that's going to try and fire up itself now. So power in, that iBasso comes up. Okay, so it's actually showing you percent in that. So I'll see if we can fire it up. But so that one there's come dead flat out of the box. This is this power supply here is to charge up laptop. So I believe it's over 100 watts, maybe PD, whatever you call it. So let's try that. Yep. Screen on. So maybe we can see these side by side. So I think it's the same spec screen. The initial loader might want to do some firmware and stuff. Yeah, then you can pick your language and stuff. So right, I'll set them both up. I hope that helps you if you're looking to make a purchase decision. I was a bit indecision as to what colour, but I ended up going with the silver, and I think that looks bloody sensational. But they both look cool. I'd say you can't go wrong with either. And I think this one here is definitely your best bang for your buck. Look, I don't understand the eccentricities of 8 taps. Whether I can hear it or not, it's probably going to be questionable. But you know, people talk about timbre and spaciousness and holograms and all this stuff. I don't know, but it does sound fucking awesome. I'm sure this one will as well too. Whether you can hear that differences, I'm not an audiophile, so I don't know. But I'm sure there will be a difference, and I believe that, you know, it is true. You pay for what you get. These headphones have been bloody rippers. Starting out with a set of focals, which I thought were awesome, but had no bass. But it's age-old thing. The more you spend, I guess, the better the thing you get. So sometimes, I guess, even for me, better to save up a bit. And I don't want to be replacing this every 6 months or every year, so I thought I'd get the better one to replace this one that failed. So that then, you know, I'd just be a bit happier, and I'm not real happy about that. I'd say that on design, that fin there's a bit shit gets caught. I think personal preferences to which one you like the look of better. But I think you can't go wrong with either of them. And that's the unit side by side, guys. So, yeah. Righto team, well I hope that helps even a little for you. I know I would have loved to see them side by side a little bit more, and even just trying to decide on colours or something. I'm not an audiophile, so there's no reliance, or, you know, I can't really give an opinion for an audiophile to understand because I don't understand. But yeah, I hope that can help you maybe on your decision of getting a nice new digital audio player. Bit shit how this one here, the 180 failed straight up, but anyway, I guess you get that, and everyone's been pretty good about it. Definitely recommend Wing and the team at Minidisc. That's minidisc.com.au. And yeah, I hope you enjoy your music just like I do. Definitely a good hobby, and I love that. At the end of the day, it's about having fun, and, you know, I guess whatever makes you smile, and that's really cool. So righto team, I hope you have an awesome day. See you team.